that defense what you wanted to see the first 10 minutes?
Yeah, you know what, the whole game basically. You know, there have been two things that we've really worked on over the last 11 days, I should say. One of them is sharing the basketball, trying to score off assisted baskets. And we did a great job of that. 23 baskets, 15 assists. I think 15 assists is probably our second highest on the year, would be my guess. I know we had one game with over 20. Assist to turnover ratio, great. What happens is when you stop trying to make individual plays, your turnovers go down. You end up with less turnovers. So the two things that we really worked on was half-court defense, transition defense just as a package, making sure we get back to guarding. We did a good job with Xavier. That's where I thought we sort of turned the corner defensively, and making sure that we share the basketball. And again, I thought we did a great job with that. And we had a lot of, you know, what would have been assists that guys fouled when we were going to the rim, and that assist number could have even been higher. But we went to the free throw line a lot. So I was pleased with that for sure.
Coming off of 3 losses to 3 pretty good teams and a week and a half off, what does a win like tonight do for you guys?
Yeah, you know what? We needed a win. It had been a long time, you know, in terms of dates, because we had 11 days off. We had lost 3 games, so it felt like an eternity before we had a good feeling. So great to get a win, you know, and now we got to come back in 2 days, and we've got to get another one before we go to Christmas break. And the team we play Saturday is very, very good. So we're going to probably have to play even better than we did tonight against Arkansas State on Saturday, especially on the glass, because Arkansas State's big and physical.
You tried a bunch of different combinations. I know you worked on during practice. Finally got a chance to do those things. Did you kind of notice any of those that kind of hit it off a little bit tonight?
Well, I thought Darren, you know, we put him back in the lineup, and the big thing that I told Darren was, I don't want you trying to be a scorer. I want you trying to be a facilitator. He's actually a really good passer, and he showed that tonight. And he had 3 assists, no turnovers, and he really moved the ball. And I think in practice he'd done a phenomenal job with that, and he did it again tonight. And it's important that our team, you know, we have some scorers. Chris Evans is a scorer by nature. Randall's a scorer by nature. So we need to have other guys that are in there that are able to pass and find guys good shots, because we need Randall to shoot a lot, we need Chris Evans to shoot a lot, and we need somebody to find them shots. Right now, on the year, Randall had been our best creator in terms of getting guys shots, and I needed somebody else to do that. And I thought Darren really helped us. You know, again, he only played 18 minutes. Some of that was because of the score, but he had 3 assists in 18 minutes, and I thought he really played well. And he had a motor, and he had a lot of energy defensively, and I think he helped our defense a great deal too.
Talk about facilitating. Chris Brewer had 5 assists tonight to go along with, you know.
Yeah, he played a really good floor game, and he also played well defensively. You know, and I have to look at the tape, but the kid Umar Shannon, you know, I thought he was pretty good, and especially early in the game, we did a really good job guarding him when Chris was on him. And I sort of challenged Chris and told Chris that I thought Umar Shannon would be our best guard, and I'm sure he didn't like hearing that. And I'm glad he responded the right way, because, you know, you never know how guys are going to respond to stuff. Sometimes they sulk and pout, and sometimes they come and elevate their game. And I thought he elevated his game. I thought he played probably his best game. It might have been his best game of his career. And I'd have to think back, but I would probably tell you this was his best game. But again, for him, he's a sophomore. The challenge is, you know, okay, what are you going to do Saturday? Or Saturday, are you going to give us a donut, or are you going to play again and string games together? And that's a challenge for Chris.
Kind of take that a step back with Melvin. He had a big game last game, and then one shot today.
Yeah, but you know what? They played zone, and I don't know that he had a lot of chances. I thought Melvin played fine. I really did. I thought he played well. He had 2 offensive rebounds. He had an assist. He was 4 for 8 from the free throw line. I think of him as being a 75% free throw shooter. So to me, 4 for 8 was not normal for him. So if he's 6 for 8, then he has 8 points and 3 rebounds in 24 minutes. I thought Melvin played fine. I don't think Melvin took a step back. I thought Melvin played fine. I was a little disappointed a couple times in the second half. I thought defensively, and again, I'm sort of nitpicking, but that's my job. I thought defensively he relaxed a little bit in the second half, a little bit. And that would be where, if I was to say that he didn't play as well, it would be on that end of the floor. Offensively, we had so many guys, share the ball and get shots that, so Melvin only took 1 shot. He also got fouled 4 times going to the basket because he shot 8 free throws. So I thought he played well.
With Randall shooting the past couple games, have you seen anything out of him?
No, you know what? Randall's made so many baskets here. He's like, I was looking at the stat sheet today. He's going to leave here as like, I don't know what, the top 10 all-time leading scorer and probably the leading 3-point shooter in school history. Yeah, the last thing I want to do, and I may have done it, I may have said, hey, keep shooting. Randall doesn't need me to tell him to keep shooting. He's going to keep shooting. But when he hears me say it, it may mess him up a little bit. And I probably messed him up a little bit because he missed a couple, and I'm yelling, keep shooting. And he knows to keep shooting. Like, he doesn't need me telling him that. And then sometimes that gets you thinking. And the whole bench was doing that, and that's our fault. I got to leave him alone because, you know what, again, he had 2 steals. He had 2 assists and no turnovers. And I can't worry about his shooting percentage. I really can't. I want to make sure he's taking good shots, and I'll watch the film. I would probably guess that of the 14 shots that he took, I'd probably guess 11 of them are good shots. You know what? As long as they're 11 out of 14 good shots, more times than not, he's going to make them. And I do know this, that on Saturday night, if we need a big shot, there's nobody I'd rather shoot than him. Nobody that I'd rather shoot in the last probably 10 years that I've been here than him. So I got to leave him alone a little bit.
More questions? All right.
Elton, anything? All right, bud.
I mean, a lot.
I got you. No, I mean anything else. Anything else. All right, thank you, guys. I appreciate you coming.